Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired, Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Well timed, excellent interception. Grimaldo makes the interception. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Yamal. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And it's Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. Puyol. Looking for the run. And he plays one through. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar can get it clear. Argentina are looking to go forward now. Threads one in. And he is deftly away. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
He's having a good look here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Neymar!
Milan have got away with it this time, but I think if they carry on giving away free kicks in positions like that, I think they'll be made to pay. They've got to be very careful. Just a little more discipline is called for.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Rice. It's run loose here. Cafu. Cross from Cafu. And it's been hooked away. Nicely weighted ball. Grimaldo cuts it out. That's really well cleared. Now this could be a chance. Haaland unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That has been cut short. Now that looks a decent ball. No, he's had it taken off him. Nicely shaped ball. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Messi. And the return pass. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's... Yamal! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. You don't keep those out. He knew. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time.
Shoots! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Argentina are up by one then, but really feel they should be up by more. Argentina coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Argentina can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. So the action resumes. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now, can they get him away? He can run onto that. Towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to pass it through.
That's going in strongly.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? McAllister. He leaps for it! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And the counter is on. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Hakimi deals with that comfortably.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking off. And Messi! And that's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Can he finish? It's run loose, who's going to get there? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan have their second corner now. He's rising! Flecken gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played down the flank. Haaland! And there's a goal!
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel. Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar. Now the decent chance! And he's stuck it away! Back to within 1! Interesting! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net.
And the shot! David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina now in a position far more desirable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well read, and the danger is averted. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's quick to snatch it back. Olise. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Argentina do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action. Argentina with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. And he is deftly away. Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's a little off target. And it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Oh, it's Ibrahimovic! Looking for a runner. Juve, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Juve! Spectacular save! Kökçü with a real chance here. And so we have the first set piece of the game. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And that's going wide left. Argentina have a free kick. Neymar finding himself in space. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was shapes to shoot! And that is well cleared. And they've got a throw. Camavinga.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ibrahimovic is onto this. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Good ball, good take. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's in a great position here. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And here's Haaland.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's intervened well there. A probing pass. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Now that's well seen too. Over to the right flank. That's a shade optimistic. That's going to go a long way. He has found the way through. Well, there's the clearance. Juve absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Looking for the run. Well, that has not gone well. Flecken sends that a long way. Knocks it into space. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. Nicked it back promptly. Can he spark a counter here? Aimed beyond the defence. Kukçu getting this one clear. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Upamecano. De Bruyne. He's found a way through. And there's the shot! The referee has given a corner.
Substitution in progress.
Desperate defending required here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. That has ended up in no man's land. De Bruyne. Well, that's cool. And time is up. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Argentina do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Argentina must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Messi. He's had a shot! Off the post! Not a bad try by any means.
Messi certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Howson demonstrating again that he is the real constant in this side, indeed in this game, completing 400 appearances here today.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all.
Oh, they could be caught out here! Yamal! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Wan-Bissaka. Neymar. And this is Ronaldo.
Such good technique.
Oh, he's burst through. And the finish! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. Towering header! It's hit the upright. And he's gone looking for safety. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Chance, surely! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. Impressive jump! Goal! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's picked it up out wide. Hakimi plays it in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Wan-Bissaka.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Deftly away. Looking for the run. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to pass it through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And he's managed to get rid.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Saliba, now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Real chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
2 added minutes has been
Scholes. And it's Neymar.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Argentina go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Liverpool appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Argentina, number 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, they want to win this, Peter, plain and simple. Seal promotion right here, right now.
Now that looks a decent ball. That has been slung wide. Not the most accurate pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I'm...
Goes for a shot! McAllister clears without hesitation. It's Scholes! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
McAllister. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Kukçu.
And he's had it nicked away. Argentina will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Played into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And they've got rid. Oh, that's well done, really robust. It's a pretty loose pass. And now they can clear their lines.
Argentina really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Deftly out wide.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now, can they get him away?
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Olise. Well, they've got it again. So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Argentina must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. And it's McAllister. And here's Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, there's the clearance. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Just eases him off the ball. McAllister. Tries to play it through. De Bruyne. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. Not the most accurate pass.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
The less said about that pass, the better. Messi. Yamal. Looking for options for movement. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Spread out to the left. And it's McAllister. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Foot in. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the pass is intercepted. Knocks it into space. Thinks one through. McAllister. McAllister did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's it, 45 minutes up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me. A little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He won't be happy with that one. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Surely he can't miss! That's put paid to the danger.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack. Variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Can he get on the end of this? Pass is just off target. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Over to the right flank. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. And a shot! And there's a goal! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found a pocket.
Barcelona, after 66 minutes, is number 8, Kylian Mbappe. Substitution for Argentina, number 20, Hazard. Number 19, Yamal. Coming on the field, number 11, Dani Olmo. Number 21, Olise.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, it's pretty obvious they have to change their approach if they want this, and they do.
The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Great ball, and he's in here. Goes for a shot!
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Great vision. This looks promising.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. He is through here. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Real chance! And that really should have been that.
McAllister really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that. Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some...
And Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
They've played it short. McAllister. Shot could be on. Takes a shot! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Hakimi certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dani Olmo. That pass has been well intercepted. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really... So it all boils down to this. The team so desperate to be up amongst the big hitters. And today, only a win suffices. It truly doesn't get any better, any bigger than this. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Argentina must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Oh, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No luck with that dink over the top. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a...
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Goa with the corner, there first. James with the short one. He's in a great position here. Park Ji-sung! Well, that pass isn't the best. And he can clear it away. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Haaland is onto this.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Defending of the desperate variety. They get a throw in. And no, that was never going to make it. Great vision. And this is Pele. That's a good ball out wide. And he's picked it up out wide. Great ball, and he's in here. Big chance! They've scored! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
After 27 minutes is number 22, Park Ji-sung.
Goa have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Can he finish? It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Goa are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Back where it came from.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
He's picked his way through, showing good feet. Tries one from range. There's a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Looking for a runner.
Will be 3 minutes.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
James is there, and he can pick it up. That is good alertness. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And the referee has blown for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. James. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Haaland! And he should have made them pay.
Haaland has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Substitution.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
James. Messi. James. James is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Maradona. And they're quick to get it back. Chance, surely! And that is quite wonderful. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Level again, and they are in no mood to give up the fight.
Well, that's certainly lightened the mood on the bench, Peter. Although the boss is clearly telling his players to keep their heads, he'll now need to make some bold decisions to back that up.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. He won't be happy with that one. It's a searching pass, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. It's Pele! And a Neat finish! Into the lead once more! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Pele.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Van Basten.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Number 15, Bellingham. Coming on the field.
Oh, well played.
Number 20,
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Number 23, Owen. Number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 25, De Bruyne.
And it's Olmo.
Number 19,
Incoming delivery.
That's good defensive concentration. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Owen. And that was nowhere near his best. Knocks it into space. McAllister. Can he spark a counter here? Diogo Costa getting this one clear. That's the throw. We are into overtime. And the through ball. And that is that. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was...
Argentina are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's been caught on it here. That is good alertness. Casemiro. Kaká. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Messi. And the pass is intercepted.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Hazard. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Messi taking charge of the dead ball. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He went for the curler.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, just skips past his man. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Kaká. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Yamal. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's going for goal! But he's left disappointed.
Lamine Yamal really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, that is a nice touch. The ball goes in. Towering header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar. Looking to play him in. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He is through here. Picked out brilliantly. And Messi! Kaká. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. So the action resumes. So the first half brought no goals. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Haaland. Messi. Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And he's managed to get free. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Chelsea are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk
Takes a shot! And it's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Argentina perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he's in on goal.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Argentina truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now this could be a chance. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Big chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Xabi Alonso really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Now who's going to be... Goes for a shot! McAllister is there to clear.
Chelsea couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, good-looking ball. That's destined for the flank. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Beckham. And the counter is on. And claimed it back swiftly. Kukçu. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
5 minutes to add. He's got away. He's having a pop! Terrific effort, just off target. target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
He has found the way through. Closing in on goal. Shot at goal! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Winner, he's all of those things and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further. He's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner, and he'll go...
And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
It's a pretty loose pass. No way through. Neymar.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach.
Batistuta. He's judged, surely! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Messi. He's got away. Threads one in. Hullet. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Simplicity itself.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It started... Seedorf! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Seedorf certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Oh, that's delightful. Stood up well to him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Neymar. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Can he stop it going out? Looking for options for movement. Now it's Maradona. Aït-Nouri is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. That's been cut out, well played. Neymar makes the interception. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Batistuta. Cafu is there to clear. Now it's Messi. He's on it, can he get away? Engages and forces him off the ball.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. He shifted it to the flank. Aït-Nouri made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Well read, nice interception. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, nothing in it, Jim? What do you think?
Well, it's been an intriguing watch. A really nice contrast of styles that seem to suit both teams pretty well. Who's ultimately going to win it? It's anyone's guess still.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And so the action is resumed. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's Maradona! Diego Maradona! Is he the world's best ever?
I kind of had a feeling it was going to be him, Peter. He's one of those players who has a natural knack of reading the tide of a game, and he knew it was his time to make his mark. Sensational.
It was the Batistuta! Oh, how's that for a goal? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Argentina go up by 2 and are looking good.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Not the most accurate pass. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Kaut. Plays a sharp little ball here. 60 minutes played. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. There will be a throw-in.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 25, Mbappe. Coming on the field is number
Neymar.
20, Hazard.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the pass is intercepted. And here's Batistuta. Argentina do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kaut. And that was very necessary.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 10, Messi. Number 6, Neymar. Number 4, McAllister. Coming on the
Well, they're
field,
certainly pressing with purpose here.
19,
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
11, Dani Olmo. Number 8, Kukçu.
Yamal. Argentina will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Cafu cuts out the pass. Khan with the clearance. Now he's got space here. Well, that has not gone well. Seedorf. Hullet. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Argentina have got it back and they'll have another go.
Substitution for Argentina. Number 14, Batistuta. Coming on to replace him is number 13.
Couch.
Erling
And he's
Haaland.
intervened well there.
It'll be 5 minutes added time.
Eight Nouri. Now Seedorf. 5 minutes to add. Yamal. So that's it. It is all over. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
Just a quick
Your reflections then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium. And the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Argentina.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice. And there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yep, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Silvestre cuts out the pass. Hakimi concedes a free kick for that. Van de Ven.
There they go, hunting again.
Azar. Now it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's been flattened there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Maradona makes a move down the right. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. And this is Batistuta. Corner given. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Maradona goes short, and this is Neymar. And a chance! Goal! Argentina! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Argentina, after 20 minutes, is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Argentina have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Oh, shooting chance! No, he's missed it. Barcelona are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get up.
He's having a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Neymar attempts a clearance. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Well, that has not gone well. Albert Ferrer. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to pass it through.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Maradona. Played out towards the right wing, and that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Barcelona restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Argentina are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Messi, showing great feet there. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Puskás is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Hazard, he's picked his way through. Hazard! That's another chance! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Barcelona have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase.
He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Looking for a runner. Neymar. It's Neymar!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Neymar. Neymar will not want... Neymar! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Barcelona can try it again now. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Barcelona clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Searching pass he's played there. That's a decent clearance. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Now it's Neymar.
Argentina really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And this is Hazard, and he shoots! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike! A moment that need... And the referee brings it to a close. Argentina pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Andrew Cole, Jim, is surely one of the finest strikers of his generation, isn't he?
Well, his numbers, Peter, in league football would certainly suggest as much. Perhaps his lack of success at international level means he's sometimes overlooked, but I would take him over most.
And when you look at the rate at which he did score goals over the course of his career, it's pretty hard to argue with that. That's the throw. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Pedri. Tchouaméni. Mendes has it in a wide position. That's been cut out, well played.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
He is through here. Bale receives it in a good position here, and he is... Great chance!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
That pass has been well intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Tchouaméni. And here's Maradona. It's Maradona! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well read, nice interception. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And the shot! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now he's got space here. Chance! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was.
Goes for the shot! That's a pretty loose pass. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. Neymar. That is ended up in no man's land. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. And we are up to the break.
Argentina certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Argentina.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Eto'o. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Roberto Carlos! Decent hit from there. And no, that was never going to make it. That is ended up in no man's land. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all round.
It's a promising position, and that should get the job done. Maradona. Argentina still without a single shot on target. Well, that has not gone well. Rijkaard. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! He's having a pop! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Neymar. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Maradona plays it short. Hakimi. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chance for a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cleared away. Eto'o. That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Costa Curta. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Maradona. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. And so the action is resumed. 0-0, and we're... Oh, terrible pass!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. And it's Maradona. Now it's Neymar. Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Corner it is. It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. It's a throw-in. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And he's been shifted off it.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Diogo Costa claims comfortably. Saliba calmly anticipates. Can he get on the end of this? Goes for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan have their third corner. And that's a throw-in. Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Inter clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Substitution.
Now that looks a decent ball. Argentina have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Eto'o! Oh, this looks sharp. Pass somewhat off target. Ronaldinho is in a really good position out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Batistuta! Batistuta! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for...